So, since the last episode, I've done a very, very stressful deadline day and lost every league game so far. I wish I was joking. Hello, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Leicester beta save then. Episode number 3 today. And in the last episode, we played our first league game of the season. We played Arsenal. It was a 4-3 loss. It was very disappointing. I actually thought we played quite well and we had probably more of the game, but ended up being 4-2 down. We scored late to make it 4-3. Maybe you could say because of that we deserve to lose. But I thought, you know what? We can probably turn that around and there's nothing to worry about. I was wrong because I've since played 2 more matches in the Premier League and we've lost them both. First thing I will show you because it's, I mean, I don't really know what to say. We have lost to Everton. We actually lost to a 94th minute goal from Anthony Gordon. It was a ridiculous header. Anybody else notice how OP headers seem to be? They seem to make up a lot of the goals. And this is, of course, the beta. Whether that will be changed, we will have to see. But headers at the moment seem pretty OP. So keep an eye out for that. And then you're probably looking at it. And it probably makes you feel a little bit better if you're a Manchester United fan to see your team winning 5-0 rather than being on the end of it. But we lost 5-0 to Manchester United. Cristiano Ronaldo got a hat-trick. Then Scott McTominay scored a worldie. And then Harry Maguire added a goal right at the end. This is rock bottom. This is rock bottom. We simply cannot let this happen again. I feel like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer right here. We need to bounce back in today's game where we are going to play against Leeds. It's must win because, do you know what? Actually, I'm looking at the club vision. I think it's fine. We're at a C+, but I'm starting to be a bit panicky because no Leicester manager should be losing the first 3 matches of a Premier League season, should they? So we need to bounce back today against Leeds. And we're going to get into that game in today's episode. Before we do that, though, firstly, a really quick reminder that if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel. Mostly because you might be able to see a sacking here on the channel, which I think that'd probably be the first out of most FM YouTubers. Maybe that's something to go for. It is content after all. But also because we are pushing towards my goal now at the moment of 10k subscribers. Because we are nearing 7k as I record this. So please do subscribe. Leave me a like as well if you enjoy this video. And leave me some comments down below. Predict actually, how will this match with Leeds go? Will it be another loss? A 4th on the bounce? It's actually amazing because we won that Community Shield game 5-0. And then went on a losing streak. I've changed the formation and the tactic. And we've made some transfers. Now, I live streamed the deadline day and it was chaos. We got ourselves all in a tiz. Let me show you the transfers because do you know what? If you weren't there in the live stream, I don't know how I'm going to make it make sense. If you were there, you'll understand just how chaotic it ended up being. I will show you the players we've brought in. They are from this point onwards here. So you saw that we brought in Dan Axel Zagadou in the last episode. Since him, we brought in Iliax Mariba. You saw that one go through. I mentioned the fact that I wanted Ryan Gravenberch, didn't I? I did manage to get him. £37 million, rising to £42 million. So that's a lot of money, you're probably thinking. I think it was 18 million up front though, and then the rest was future fees. So not quite as much out of the budget as maybe you'd expect. We did sell some people. If I go to the top here, we sold Timothy Castagna for £23.5 million to Bayern. I don't like a right-footed left-back, and it was going to bother me, so I've sold him. I also sold Hamza Chowdhury to Wolves for 14, Perez to Villa for 10, and then a few other people too, including Johnny Evans to Real Madrid for 6.5, which doesn't make any sense. There's one other player that's left, which I suppose I'll show you at the end because I'm not proud of it, okay? After Gravenberch, we bought in Belotti for 7.5 million. I think that was 2.5 up front. What a player to be able to bring in for £2.5 million. He is hopefully going to bolster that attack somewhat. I'll show you Gravenberch as well because I didn't show you him before. There he is, 6'3", 19 years old. I really like him. I think he's really good. I'm looking forward to how he can hopefully do this season if we can turn around our form. We also brought in Luca Pellegrini for 500k. I just thought it was a bargain. We needed a bit more cover on that left-hand side, so I brought in Pellegrini. And then after that signing, we actually shipped 5 goals against Manchester United. So I bought 2 centre-backs. Gianluca Mancini for £15 million. I think he looks sensational. He is, I think for £15 million, that is an absolute bargain. He looks great. Also, Nicolas Sula was transfer listed. We managed to loan him, and his contract is up next summer, so we should be able to get him on a free if all things go well. I think that's a pretty smart signing as well. And then the final signing on deadline day, a manic deadline day, we brought in Alex Telles on loan. I wanted somebody on that left-hand side. I think he's just better than Bertrand. He's also got the set pieces, which I think are going to be super important. 17 corners, 18 penalties, and he's even decent at free kicks at 15 as well. He's going to be, I think, an important player for us this year. Those are the signings. On deadline day, I did mud the squad slightly, all right? I made the dynamics look like this. The club atmosphere is now average but red, which is bad because I tried to sell a lot of people because I tried to sign Alexander Isak. In fact, we had it all done, but we didn't quite have the money. So then I did a bit of a fire sale, tried to sell everyone. They didn't all leave. And then it ended up getting cancelled with about 20 minutes left of the window. And he stayed at Sociedad. So maybe in January, we'll go back in for him. Who knows? Who knows? It was a car crash. I won't lie to you. I did mention that I switched up the tactics slightly after that 5-0 loss. And this is what we are going to go for. I've decided that the wide centre-backs was an experiment that I didn't enjoy. So we're going to go with this. We're going to bring in 2 new centre-backs, Sula and Mancini, who we signed. We're going to go back to a back 4. Now, this is very similar to the spanner that we were using with the wide centre-backs, but with a back 4 instead. Maddison, who I maybe tried to sell. Actually, I need to confess something, don't I? Harvey Barnes, who is really good on FM, has been loaned to Manchester United and they can sign him for £2.5 million. I'm not proud of it, all right? I just wanted to get some wages off the wage budget to hopefully bring in Isak, and it failed. So that's my confession. I'm so sorry about that, but that is terrible. Maddison, though, did survive the cull, and he's going to start, I think. And I'm going to stick with the 3 strikers because I think this can cause overloads. At least that's what I'm hoping for. We're going to take the game to Leeds, and it's going to look like this. Gravenberch and Tielemans with Maddison ahead of them. Vardy, Belotti and Iheanacho, another who I did try to sell on deadline day. Pereira, Pellegrini starts. That is just because Tellez has a slight injury. The rest of the bench looks like this. Schmeichel is, I mean, he's lacking fitness, but he's going to be back in goal. I'm hoping that him being back in goal after his injury is going to make us a lot better because Danny Ward was not very good. That's going to be the team. Let's get ourselves up to the match day. And in fact, let's submit that team and get into this game. All right, here we go then. We are into the dressing room. Now, I did say how much this is a must-win match. It really is. We are in the relegation zone currently, 17th in the league. I do believe that Leeds are just above us, though. Does it show us the table here? There is the Leeds team. I don't think it's actually going to show us the table unless we wait for ages. We'll see it in a second, though. We are now underway. First highlight of the game is hopefully for us. Let's get off to a good start, lads. You see our front 3 there. Ricardo Pereira down the right-hand side. Come on, please get us off to a good start. Here's Iheanacho. Oh, we said about how headers are overpowered and they seem really good. Iheanacho's header, though, is off target. Let's have a quick little look at the league table, which I don't really want to look at, which is, I mean, luckily it's been hidden. We can't see it. Don't worry about it then. Second highlight here then. Leeds on the attack. That looks overhit, but Click's going to get there already on a yellow. Luke Ayling. Look at the space for Ayling here. Oh, God. Don't do anything silly. They're just... Right, we cleared it. Now we break. That was horrible. We had so many players back, though. It's 3-on-2. Iheanacho into Vardy. Vardy for 1-0. You could have just squared it. Belotti's waiting there for you to square it. They still don't do that, it seems. Oh, it was Vardy as well. You'd back him to score from there. Corner from Maddison towards Mancini, who handballs it. He's gone for a Maradona. It's an interesting approach. It's not quite paid off for him there, is it, Mancini? It's been all us, though. 36 minutes on the clock. They've yet to have a shot. We've had 7, and we're building from the back here. This is a much better performance. The changes we've made to be slightly more defensively solid, I think, with a back 4 seem good. Although here comes Leeds once again. Mancini, though, mopping up at the back. These 2 defenders hopefully do strengthen us. Sula and Mancini both look really, really good in game this year. So I'm hoping... We're nice and strong at the back, and we've got a lethal front 5 or whatever it is now. Here's Vardy, one of our main strikers, our top goal scorer so far, to the byline. Back to Maddison. It's blocked. Gravenberch cleared, blocked and away. I don't know what was happening there. How have we not scored so far in this match? They were queuing up. I think Maddison had the first shot, and then it was Gravenberch who had the second, and his was blocked as well. They've had their first 3 shots now. As we approach half-time, it's 0-0. It's 0-0. I feel like we should probably have taken at least 1 chance so far. I'm going to say I don't like what I've seen because I think they can still improve on this. There goes Calvin Phillips, taken off, injured. Maybe that does weaken them slightly. I'm going to hold off on changes for a second because I still think we're the better team here. 65 minutes on the clock. Now it is time to do subs, I think. There are 23 minutes to play. I said Tielemans looks tired. He's not playing amazing. Let's do Ndidi, who I've been impressed with actually in the first few weeks. Do we do another striker? Do you know what? Belotti's been very quiet. I've not seen him really have the ball yet. So Patson Daka is going to come on. Can he find a winner with 20 minutes still to play? Or will this be a draw? Is a draw good enough? I'm not sure it is. We've got the ball, though. Here we go. There's been very few highlights in this second half. Ricardo Pereira, then. Ndidi. Off the bench. Here's Mancini. I do feel better without the wide centre-backs. Maybe I wasn't using them correctly, but I felt like they just got caught up the pitch all the time. Here come Leeds, trying to catch us up the pitch. That's not a penalty. It's on the outside. It looked like it might be in. Why is Iheanacho so deep there? The referee's going to go and have a look at this. Will he give a pen to Leeds with 15 to play? I really hope not. It's so soft. Simon Hooper is checking with VAR. No penalty. Okay. Thank you, VAR. Iheanacho gets himself a yellow card. 15 to play. Leeds do have a chance there. Rafinha, and it's going to be cleared. Can we break? Maybe? If that pass was good, we could have been able to break there, but that was terrible from Iheanacho. Really poor. We're into the last 10 minutes and Leeds are on the attack now. Click with space. Strike. Can we nick this? No drama. I hope there's no drama. Drama down the right-hand side. Mancini, we've got the ball back. Will this be our highlight? The ball is forward. Vardy. There was 3-on-2 again there. The overload is there if we can make it work. Drama again. Iheanacho is tracking back like an absolute trooper. I don't like it because he's on a yellow card, but he's really getting himself back there. We keep winning it and pumping it to nobody. Vardy's chasing this down, but Llorente's going to get there. At least we've got them back up the pitch. Will we nick this in the midfield? Indeed, he's winning everything at the moment. It's a long highlight. Iheanacho is actually in the final third this time. Pellegrini. Gravenberch. Can he find the pass? Vardy. Iheanacho. It's a good football again. Get that cross in there. We've got players at the end of it. Vardy's one of them. Iheanacho. Maddison. We've scored with 8 to go. We lead. Who would try and sell James Maddison? Not me. Not me. Definitely not. We've scored with 8 minutes to play. And now, can we just lock this down, please? It's lovely football. Eventually, the ball falls to James Maddison in the middle. We've got Vardy into Iheanacho here, I think. Iheanacho's shot saved. Maddison's there with the finish. 8 minutes to play. We just need to be sensible. Right, saying that, there's a highlight straight away. I've not been able to make any changes, and Leeds are on the attack. Shackleton has scored a worldie. Like, what can you do? We wait 82 minutes for a goal and they score an equaliser within 2 minutes of ours. It's an Jamie Shackleton has scored an absolute thunder bee. What a hit that is. Right, we go again, lads. I was going to take off players and make it defensive, but what is the point now? It looks like we might draw this and it puts us on our first point of the season. That's not very good, is it? It's a draw. And look, they scored the minute after we scored. Did we play better? I think we were quite good. 18 shots, 9 on target. XG of 2.15. Better possession than them. Better passes completed. I think we were the better team. It's annoying that we just couldn't hold on to a lead for less than, for more than a minute, really. We've moved up to 18th, though, from 19th. That's, is that a positive? I'm not sure it is. At least, right, I'm just going to tell them that there. At least, if I show you the fixture list here, I think they seem to let up slightly. We've had a very tough start to the season, though it's not really an excuse for the games, for the results we've had. The fixture list, though, has been quite harsh on us. Arsenal at home, Everton away, United at home. Leeds away is tough. We now, though, go and play Rapid Vienna in the Europa League. Our Europa League group was drawn, by the way. I'll show you that group here. Group H. Shakhtar, Betis and Rapid Vienna will be the other teams in it. We play Rapid Vienna first away. That should be a win, really, shouldn't it? Then Peterborough at home. Then Norwich at home. Then Shakhtar at home. Then West Ham at home. If we can get results in those games, will it get us back on track? I mean, it has to. Otherwise, we're going to get sacked. It's our first league point of the season here today. And I think that's where we're going to leave it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you very soon. This is worrying. See you in a bit. Bye-bye. Jesus.